Saints versus Falcons. Falcons right now on -1.5 for the total being at 42. There was a little bit of line movement dancing, a little bit dancing. So the Falcons opened up -1, then it went to -1.5, and then it went to -2. Right now, as I'm filming this on Thursday night, it's back at -1.5. Not during Thursday Night Football. Thursday night after work, right between football, about like that 30 minutes interval, that's when I'm filming this. So the Saints, they looked incredible, but they just ran into the buzzsaw of what is now the Philadelphia Eagles, where essentially what they did is they just set the edge so Kamara couldn't run to the edge. Once they couldn't run to the edge, then that was it. And also Vic Fangio's defense was okay. Now the Saints are motioning a lot. They did a last second defensive motion, just threw them off their heels. So maybe the Eagles did come out with a defensive playbook on how to play the Saints, but that was the best we've seen the Eagles defense and the worst we've seen the Saints offense this year. But there's no way the Saints could have kept on the offense because it's just like so much time that it was just going to get taken off. Now the Falcons, on the other hand, started off bad, then they became good again, and then during the Chiefs game, they kind of fell apart just because they had two key people on the offensive line just go down and was injured. And that definitely hurt the rest of the game. Should they have covered against the Chiefs? Probably. I mean, Kyle Pitts got held so bad, and there was just, on the play after, there's just 3 straight makeup calls. So, you know what? Maybe the Atlanta Falcons could have covered. I don't really know, but that was back-to-back Kirk primetime games, and he played good, and he's looking like he's getting healthy. But none of this stuff actually matters. Let's dive into the numbers. So there was a full point movement from -1 to -2. That's happening this early in the week. We know some sharps are probably hitting it a little bit. Tuesday morning, it was 33% of the bets and 18% of the money on the Falcons. When we're looking at it on this Thursday night, it's actually 12% of the bets and 30% of the money on the Falcons. So that's a big differentiator right there. If only 12% of the bets are, but 30% of the money, that's the type of, hey, this is a bet percentage and money that I like to see. Now, would I prefer it to be more like closer to 50? Yeah, sure. But like, that's what you get. It's 30%. Let's just put this in the effect room and really see what comes out. The Falcons were able to pick off Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, it was some certain quarterback whose name I'm blanking on right now because there's a bright light in my face and I don't really know what it is. But if they can pick off Patrick Mahomes, I think they're going to be able to pick off Derek Carr in this spot. Picks happen. It's just what it is. I'm going to go ahead and give a half point over to the Falcons. Jordan Cameron was in the show The League, and all you youngsters out there, am I old enough to say youngsters? Don't know what The League is, so I'm going to go ahead and get a half point over to the Saints just because he rocks, the league rocks. Go ahead and watch it right now. Streaming on Hulu. Kirk Cousins loves to cook, and it's one of his passions. Facts.net taught me that, and Facts.net would never treat me wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and give a full point over to the Falcons because I love Facts.net. So I have this line closer to Falcons, -2.5. Definitely going to back them here in this spot.